Hey, hey everybody! How are you? I am good today. Welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna do a craft, or redesign actually, on a board that my husband and I did. I don't remember if it was before Christmas or right after Christmas. So I am just going to get my laptop set up here so I can see your comments. Say hi when you jump on. If you're watching this and you see that red live button, that means you're watching live. Or if you don't see that, you're watching the replay. So let me get this ready here. Say hi when you jump on. Okay, let me get this to full screen. Let's see. Oh, shucks. I don't know if I'm gonna... Hey, Shanessa. How are you, girl? Okay. So we're gonna do... I'm just gonna turn this. Woo, dizzy. We're going to use a 18 by 24 board. It's huge. And my husband did a design on it. We're gonna recreate it. So I'm gonna turn my board so you can all see it. I'm gonna lay a towel down so it doesn't get swivelly on you. Oh, hey Jay, that's cool. You guys are working and watching. Working and watching, that's the best. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Oh, that's not gonna work. I guess I'm gonna lift it up. Nothing like trial and error, right? Let's see. I'm gonna have to move a couple things around. So see, AJ, that's why we need that big case for crafting. Okay, I'm gonna turn this. Hang on. Okay. Hopefully this will work. And you can see it. All right. Can you see that? There we go. Kinda. I don't want you to see me as much, and I want you to see the project. How's that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so what we did was, I'm gonna spray, I did spray this already to get the chalk a little wet. And then we're gonna take a board eraser. I know it's sad to see, but we're just gonna wipe everything off. Nice and easy. Isn't that crazy how that just goes bye-bye? Bye-bye-bye. And that's what's so cool about these Greyson boards is you can design on them, love them forever, or just to tell your season is over, and then redesign on them. And then I just use a Chalkature board eraser and scrub-a-dub-dub. So are you guys busy at work today with all this sunshine? Isn't that cool? Better put my apron on because I'm messy. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, then we're gonna take a paper towel and we're just gonna wipe all that chalk off. Just like that, and that way we can see where we missed. Nice and easy. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Jenny. How are you? We're taking a design off of a board and we're gonna put a spring design on it because these boards are reusable. Nice and easy. Just gonna rinse this off so I can get all the chalk out of it. Groovy. So my husband left, so it's really quiet in my house. Really quiet. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that my board is completely dry. So I'm going to hit it with some cool air. And I see that it's got just a little bit of paint left on it. And I'm just using a disinfecting wipe to wipe it clean. Get all the residue off. Wipe it down again with a paper towel. Where are you at, Jenny? Are you in South Dakota? Okay, looks beautiful. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my board for the saw tooth hanger so that I know that I get it the right way, and so that when I go to display it, I have it so that it can be hung up correctly. So this is our To Plant a Garden is to Believe board. And the first thing I want to do is I want to fuzz this transfer so it is a huge, huge transfer. Hey, Tanya. So I'm going to take the backer sheet off upside down so that when I take my transfer off of it, it doesn't get stuck together. So I am the only one here, and I can do this. So I am just going to peel the backer sheet off just a little bit, stick it to my, no, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna lie the transfer down, and I'm going to peel off my backer sheet just like this. And then I want to fuzz my transfer. And what that does is it creates a barrier between my transfer and my board so that it's not super, super sticky. So when I go to pull it up, it comes up nice and easy. So this is called fuzzing. Fuzzing, fuzzing, fuzzing. Yeah, I'm trying not to do that, Tanya, because believe me, I have made them upside down several times. So I'm just taking the towel and I'm rubbing it over my transfer. Make it nice and funny. What's really cool is we used this transfer earlier just for a few bits and pieces of it. So there is some chalk paste on it and some is not, or does not have chalk on it. So this will be centered the best that I can on my board. And I'm in my kitchen working. I don't have a craft room, so I just craft on my counter just like this. Isn't that groovy? See how sticky that is? Oh, let's see here. Mrs. Audrey Hepburn's name is at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I just want to lift it up a little bit over on this side. I'm going to bring it all the way to the top. There we go. And then I'm going to lift it over here. There is a lot of beautiful, beautiful detail in this transfer. And I'm gonna put some extra color in it to give it that ombre effect, if you will. But what I want is I want to create bubble free. So I'm just gonna turn it like this just for now for myself. Then I'll turn it around for you. Since this is there we go. And then what we can do is just gently pull your hands over it to get all the bubbles out. And when I know that when I feel that I have it really good, I can take my squeegee, my big kahuna, and just gently pull out any extra remaining bubbles. Because sometimes I can feel them, can't always see them. Just like that. Okay. So I'm gonna turn it around so you can all see, and I'll be upside down, but that's okay. I have my towel underneath here because sometimes it likes to swivel a little bit. So we are gonna start with white, and I'm gonna do all these flowers down here in the ombre color. And I feel a little bump right here. I just wanna make sure. There we go. And what that is it's, or is that a hot mess? I can't remember. Gosh, I don't know. So I'm gonna open up my paste. I'm gonna do a little bit of pink, a little bit of white, a little bit of this pink. This is called Wild Berry. I'm really loving pinks. Oh, some raspberry sorbet and some cherry blossom. Okay. So we want to make sure that our chalk paste is a nice creamy consistency, like yogurt or like, oh, hot mess. I'm doing the hot mess because I am a hot mess. We want it to be like a creamy consistency like yogurt or sour cream. So this one feels really good. So I just want to get those colors all mixed up. They are natural pigments, and what's super cool about our chalk paste is it dries hard. Dries hard. You don't have to seal it. That way you can redesign on it. If you're doing like a wood project, you could seal it. You would then use like a polyurethane over it. So this one needs a couple shots of water. And we'll get that all stirred up. So our chalk paste can get a little dry, and that's normal if it sits without you using it for a couple days. Just give it a shot of water. I've heard, I just use tap water. So that has worked really awesome for me. Marshmallow fluff. There we go, marshmallow fluff. I have not had marshmallow fluff in a long time. That does not work good on the keto diet. So there's that color. And then we're going to, ooh, this one is really pretty. Look at how that needs to be stirred up. Oh yeah, nice and creamy. And then of course the white. So with this big transfer, I am gonna work in increments. So I'm going to put the ink on, or excuse me, the chalk on. And then and then I'm gonna pull it up and let it dry. Oh, here's cherry blossom. Ooh, and that one's brand new. Let's open this little sweet thing here. So I'm gonna pull it up in increments so that my paste does not dry quickly into my screen. because sometimes that will happen. It's not a bad thing. It just shows that I'm not working as fast as I should. Ooh, here we go. This is the marshmallow fluff Tanya's talking about. Sounds like Rice Krispies. Snap, crackling, a poppin'. I haven't had Rice Krispies in years, since my kids are out of school. So this hot mess technique that I'm doing is basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put little blobs of color on my flowers, just like that. Scrape my extra paste back in its jar. Close that lid. Hey Melissa, how are you, girl? I saw you like my scrapbook box that I want. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna add it a little bit here, a little bit there. Just like that. Scrape off my tool. And then I'm gonna add another little pink. This is the hot mess effect. And I'm gonna use my fingers. Scrape that baby off. Make sure you always get the right lids back on, the right jar, so that none of your paste gets mixed together. And I'm kind of at an awkward angle, so I apologize if you feel that I walk away, because I really am not. So all this extra paste that I'm gonna have on here, I'm just gonna wipe it into a paper towel because I don't want to put it back into my jars and get mixed up. And then we are going to add this awesome white. All right, here we go. Okay, the fun shall begin. I'm gonna get my fingers wet because I want my paste to, I'm just gonna use these fingers right here. And we're gonna just swirl that paste around. So it's gonna give it a hot mess. And it doesn't take much paste at all. So as you can see, I quit talking sometimes when I'm working because my thinker is thinking, and I sometimes, now that I'm getting older, I feel like sometimes I can't multitask. Oh my golly goodness. So this is what is so cool about Chocolatier, is even though we all have the same access to so many cool transfers, we can design and create so many different cool ways. So many cool different ways. Everybody, oop, I got a little bit in there, but that's okay. It's gonna be unique. So I'm just doing the flowers right now. Okay. Sweet, use my wet paper towel, and then I'm just gonna squeegee off the excess. And what this is also doing is it's really pushing it into our screen nice and good, because then you can see the design actually. Nope, that one needs a little bit more mush. All right, squeegee it off. And two, it makes it so much easier to clean when it comes time to clean it. So that's so stinking pretty. And when I do big projects, I try to start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. That way I stay cleaner, if you will. Okay, there's a little paper towel there. All right, so we're just going to peel and reveal. It's exciting. gorgeous. Wow, that is so cool. I need to do more of that. Hot mess style. Because who isn't a hot mess every once in a while, right? Okay, so I am going to take my blow dryer. Just gonna cover up my transfer just so that I don't get it warm. I don't want it to warp at all. Isn't that pretty? And then I am going to just make sure my board is back at room temperature, which it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Dry. I'm gonna lay it back down. Make sure there's no bubbles because I wanna make sure that I get this right here in my white. There's Mr. Roger barking at the birds and the squirrels. Okay. Is everybody just off work today? Hi, Heidi. How are you, girl? We're crafting. I got a bump right there. Looks like a French fry crumb from Carter. He was just here a little bit ago. Okay. Get my bubbles out. That way, when I go to apply my paste, I don't get any bleeding. Whoops! Tragedy on screen almost. Oh my gosh, I just about dropped this on the floor. Ha! Crazy. Okay. Oh man, it's crazy over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of chalk paste here and there. And I can use my little squeegee to get in the crevices. And so what I'm gonna do is I want it to stay as wet as possible. So I'm gonna apply it heavy, just like that. And I think we will do this as well. And then I'll pull it again and dry it again. This is really satisfying. Okay. All right, so then we're gonna take our squeegee and we're gonna pull it apart on our screens. Just like that. Wanna leave it thick so that I can go back and squeegee it off. Get that Audrey Hepburn covered. And we wanna work quickly, like I said, so that it doesn't dry on us. And we can create it by pulling it down again. So, nice and easy. Pulling it across and down a little bit. Just get that screen covered. Are you guys like totally excited if you're close to where I'm at about the weather for Wednesday, the prediction? Ha! 72 degrees. Seriously, the bugs are gonna be full force. People's allergies are gonna be nuts. Okay, so this part right here is a little bit more detailed, so I'm just gonna take my time and get it all covered nice and easy. Okay. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So now we are going to squeegee it off. Look at all that. Oh, that would be such a waste if I wasn't able to do that. Isn't that cool? Back into the jar. Just like that. Get Mrs. Hepburn's name all covered, uncovered, just like that. We had a big event last Saturday. It was so fun doing little make and takes with the kids. They just loved it. They thought it was super, super cool. So one thing I've learned too is you always want to make sure when you're squeegeeing you don't have some heavy lines, because if you have heavy lines, then it will show up on your board, which isn't a bad thing if you like that look, but I think that it looks better when there's no lines. But if you get lines, it's okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lift it up again. Lily wants to do a project. Yes! Hey, Samantha. Look at that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Isn't that pretty? Looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Again, I'm just gonna use cool air. Can you all see that? Isn't that beautiful? Nice cool air. Okay. And you can literally see the paint dry. Oh, I got a smushy on her name, but that's okay. I can go back and fix that. Yeah, I do sound like my sister, don't I? That's so funny. So pretty. Dry. Isn't that cool? Okay. So we will go and lay it back down nice and gently. And I'm just going to push this down like that with my fingers, nice and easy. It's all dried in the screen. So then I can do this part all white, and I can do this part faster because I have the big kahuna. Okay. So again, just grab your paste, start at the top, and we are going to squeegee it down. So if I were to add like ribbon to this, you guys, what color should I add? Any suggestions? That's the part where I lack sometimes. I need more guidance on accessories. Okay, the big kahuna. And so we're just going to push it over the screen nice and easy, just like that, and just drag it down. Oh, I don't own rights to this music, if you guys can hear it. I really dig John Party. Guys, have you ever, you know who John Party is? Oh, he's such a good country singer. I just love him. He's just got such a unique voice. I gotta really figure this out when it comes to, so you guys can see me and my project. And I make all kinds of goofy faces. So isn't that cool how quick that was? Just need a little bit over here. No lines. No whammies. Okay. All right. Let me get this out of here so I can squeegee back in. That's what's so cool about Chocolatour is less is more. Just takes a little bit. You can put quite a bit on, but you just squeegee it off, put it back in your jar like that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. So with this step, We want to work a little faster because we don't want it to dry in our screen. So if you guys like this video, like it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking out time of your beautiful day watching this. I know it can be addicting, but I love it when people join me. Isn't that cool? This works really good for like no lines. Okay. Put that to the side, this to the side. Here we go. The big reveal. So when you're pulling off your transfers, you want to make sure you evenly pull it so that there's no stress on the transfer so we don't stretch it. We don't want to stretch it. Oh, this is where my belly comes into effect. Okay, now I'm going to grab it in the middle so I can hold my board. Woo, 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 woo. Then I'm going to put it in some water, just like that. You guys, look at it. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna hang this over on my staircase over here. So when I do lives, you guys can see it in the background. But isn't that gorgeous? So if you're watching the replay, comment hashtag replay. If you're watching the live, comment with a 1. If you guys are interested or know of anybody that needs to raise money for fundraisers, we can do fundraisers and charge a specific price for the project, and then a portion of that can go back to the cause for the fundraisers. I am also looking into doing some sort of a fundraiser for all the flood victims here. Oh, it's true to my heart. It makes me sad. Baby showers, bridal showers. There's Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. I have masculine and feminine transfers. So if you are looking to put gas in your car, looking to buy groceries, just trying to make some extra money, you guys, this makes extra money and I can help you, and I would love to have you on my team. If you're looking for ways to do home projects, shoot me a message. I'll help you design something. So again, thanks for your time. Share my video. I would really appreciate likes and shares. And I'm going to a sip and chalk tonight, so if you ever want to get together with your ladies or your ladies and your guy friends, I'd love to sip and chalk with you, or chug and chalk. No, I sip and chalk. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Finish.